It's your boy Nanguna in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some awesome news for you guys. First of all, Happy New Year. May this new year be like 2019, not like 2020. That is the biggest thing that I can wish for you guys. And a small rewind as to what we did in 2020. We actually had a very good amount of milestones achieved on this channel: 1 million, 2 million, 3 million total views, and of course, and counting. And lots of good things happened. Channel got hacked and we got it back. I think I always look at the positives, and I think we had a very wonderful year. I hope 2021 is good for IG Army, IG, and of course the whole type of the kind of group that I'm actually bringing in, the community that I'm building. I hope that gets bigger. Also, if you have some Arsenal, if you have some friends of yours who are Arsenal fans, well, share the link of this video with them so that they also get to know about this awesome content, and you guys can definitely, we can actually, we want to connect with every Arsenal fan in the world, if that's a great possibility. So without any further ado, let's talk about the news that we have here. Number one, Emil Smith Rowe, 20 years old Emil Smith Rowe is set to remain at Arsenal in January and will not be looking for a loan move. Yes, his Europa League performances have earned him a place in Mikel Arteta's last two Premier League starting lineups, and the guy has reveled in that. So I don't think so. Well, just to make it clear, it was on the news. So yeah. So, well, it looks like Fenerbahce have received an agreement with Socrates. Arsenal willing to let him leave for free. But not only Fenerbahce, even Napoli want Socrates. Well, of course, Arsenal are letting him go on a free. It will be really awesome. Well, we are cutting the dead wood finally. But moving on, well, Stoke City manager Michael O'Neill has said, we had looked at players like Eddie Nketiah, Brewster, those who were the players that everyone wanted, but obviously we had the solution in Tyrese at the time. So Tyrese Campbell, son of Kevin Campbell, has suffered a knee injury against Cardiff to leave him facing a lengthy spell on the sidelines. O'Neill will look to a Premier League youngster in the mold of Nketiah or Brewster. He accepts that most championship teams will have the same idea, so that's what will happen. So Eddie Nketiah might move on loan away from Arsenal. There is a strong possibility. Stoke need a striker, so let's see what happens. Also, let's talk about other things. Well, Mesut Ozil tweeted this image with the caption, Happy New Year to all of you. Yes, Happy New Year to all of you is what he tweeted out. So Happy New Year to you, to Mesut. But here's something really bad news for him, because Arsenal legend says club are still paying the price for Ivan Gazidis' £50 million transfer mistake. Well, ex-Arsenal midfielder Liam Brady insists that Ivan Gazidis made a mistake by not allowing Mesut Ozil to leave the club on a free transfer 3 years ago. He says, I don't blame Arteta over Ozil. He gave Ozil plenty of chances and he performed for a couple of months. Ozil just reverted back to type. He's not a good guy in the dressing room. He's not a good guy on the pitch. I have no problem with Mikel bombing him. Gazidis should have let him go on a free 3 years ago, and we should have spent what we are paying him over 3 years, £50 million, that we could have invested in a good young player instead of him around the place. So that is exactly what Liam actually had to say, that Mesut Ozil is not the kind of player that Arsenal should have invested £50 million on. Well, decisions are very much important for a club. Moving on, well, talking about other stuffs, first of all, a big Happy New Year from AFC Bell. Yes, AFC Bell has wished all of its viewers and all of its patrons Happy New Year. They tweeted out, Happy New Year, dear followers. We wish everyone a Happy New Year, free from the bitterness of loss and the sorrow of separation. We ask God Almighty to bless our days and your coming days, and to make them a year full of heart-loving and joyful hearts. Maybe 2021 be the time for the response to your calls and the realization of your dreams. Have a good year. Now we're going to talk about something really awesome. While Borussia Dortmund have an interest in Manchester City's Jadon Braff, reports from Bild in Germany say that he could join the Bundesliga side for a fee of 10 million euros plus a buyback clause. So Jadon Braff is definitely moving in for Dortmund. But what about Julian Brandt? Well, we'll come back to it. But first of all, we're going to talk about the injuries have already out. Is Gabriel currently isolating according to UK government and Premier League protocols following testing positive for COVID-19. Gabriel is currently feeling well and we are continuing to monitor and support him. pending the completion of all necessary protocols and ongoing health checks. We're hoping that he will return to training next week. So Gabriel might be available from next week. And Thomas Partey, well, Thomas will return to full training with the squad next week. So that is a hope that Arsenal have. So that's really good. Also, David Luiz and Willian now back in full training following illness. All right. So Bukayo Saka said sustained heavy impact to his left leg during a Tuesday's match against Brighton, but has been in training since and available for selection. So thank goodness, no problem with Bukayo Saka. He looks fine for now. Well, did you know this is a inside scoop here? Yes, Jake Polden has actually made an article about it, that Mikel Arteta was challenged by an Arsenal star and accused of him having favourites in team meeting. Now, Mikel Arteta is struggling to keep his head above water at Arsenal at the moment, and there are problems in and off the pitch. Now, what is the story all about? Well, Mikel Arteta was challenged by an angry Arsenal player in front of the rest of the squad. Mirror Sport understand that, as reported by chief football writer John Cross, that the player, who hasn't been named, voiced his frustration that some individuals are being treated differently at Arsenal. The confrontation took place during a tense team meeting. Arteta is struggling to let's see what happens. I personally, a lot of these stuffs are definitely raised by some fans as well, but since because of that Willian going to Dubai, whatever it is. So yes, I think I don't know who's leaking these stuffs, man. I really don't know why is these stuffs getting leaked. I really don't understand. But also, Manchester United is the most valuable brands in the Premier League. You can see Manchester United at the top of the list, with Liverpool second, Man City third, Chelsea next, Tottenham after that, and of course Arsenal. The list was provided by safe betting sites, so you can check it out for yourself. Also, Mikel Arteta opened up about Thomas Partey in detail. He said he has started to train outside and will continue with his daily assessments and monitoring. We are hoping that Thomas will return to full training with the squad next week. So sad news for all the Arsenal fans. Former Arsenal player Tommy Docherty has died at the age of 92. His family has confirmed. Now, the Scot spent 3 years at Highbury after signing from Preston in 1958 and went on to manage the likes of Manchester United and Chelsea. So Arsenal program, there's an account called Arsenal program. Go check it out and consider following them on Twitter. They tweeted out that very sad to hear of the death of Tommy Docherty. Tommy played 94 times for Arsenal after joining from Preston in 1958. One of the game's great characters, the Doc, loved to talk about his time at Highbury. Our thoughts are with his family and friends. So yes, bad news, but okay. So there's a big there's a big chance that Sami Khedira could come to Arsenal, or rather Premier League for that matter, because there are several clubs linked to him. So he told The Athletic that the Premier League is still missing in my collection. To play there would be the icing on the cake. There are fewer breaks in the game and many counter-attacks, but this is what I like. I've done a lot of extra sessions with fitness coaches to get myself ready for a higher pace and intensity. I've done extra sessions of the Premier League. My gut instinct and passion tells me that I need to play football if possible in the Premier League. I'm working towards that. So we might see Sami Khedira coming to Everton, back to Ancelotti. Also, Emiliano Buendia has told Mikel Arteta that his best position as Arsenal plot the move. Now, Emiliano Buendia recently paid credit to the Norwich manager Daniel Farke, says that he's done a very good job with me. He controlled myself and my mistakes during the season. On the pitch, he gives me the chance to feel freedom to try my football, creating chances for my teammates. I try to do my best in the final third. So that's what Emiliano Buendia is would want to bring. He says, at first I played on the right wing, but with the freedom I can move around. For most of my life, my position has been the number 10 behind the striker. But with this system, it doesn't matter for me if I'm there or on the left or the right wing. So the guy plays on the wing. The guy plays literally everywhere. Now, let's talk about the other two transfer things. Pedro Neto. Well, it looks like the interest is of the player to join Arsenal at some point of his career, but there's nothing concrete on that. And also, there was a rumor about Julian Brandt. It looks like the Julian Brandt situation is actually going to arise on in the summer transfer window, because he is definitely being wanted by Arsenal. And if it's coming from Christian Falk, you better believe it. You better believe it. That is the fact. Okay, so it looks like Arsenal are going to make a move for Julian Brandt, and he will be the chief creator. And Arsenal, thank goodness. Let's see how many more deadwood can Arsenal remove. Number one, Mesut Ozil. Let's see if he's removed or not. And what is Arsenal's reaction on Alex Lacazette? Is he going to get a new contract? What about Balogun? Everything will be discussed once it happens in real life. In this January window, the January window is declared open. So guys, please consider subscribing if you haven't yet. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers.